In fact, I'm joined by Major General Sudhakar Jee, defense expert, and also joined by Major General Samarpal Tur, who's also a defense expert. Colonel Anurag Shukla also joins us on this broadcast. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. Coming to you, Major General Sudhakar Jee first. Look at the statement of Munir. He's clearly very rattled after the statement that is back-to-back statement that is coming from Indian Air Force Chief, Army Chief. As far as Operation Sindoor is concerned, 10 Adens have been destroyed, 6 fighter jets have been destroyed, and now he's saying that next time he'll take half of the world down with him.
Akanksha, thank you once again, back-to-back. I was a little while back in your channel. These statements with regard to nuclear weapons is by Field Marshal Munir. The least I would say is very unfortunate, and we should not make such statements in such casual manner. These are highly sensitive, extremely dangerous to make such statement, that too from the soil of today's superpower in the world. What does it mean? It means that it has got the blessings and a tacit support of the American administration, directly or indirectly. So if these statements are allowed to be let loose in the global environment, I'm afraid that day is not far when this nuclear miniature tactical missiles they have, they can use it like any other toy. So therefore, the world has to take notice of it, and there are agencies who are responsible to ensure that such a loose saber-rattling about nuclear weapons and its use, future use, is not actually indulged by any of the stakeholders. And it is being done by design, by the way, let me tell you. It is being done by design, because I smell something fishy related to the Nobel Peace Prize and the POTUS or the Donald Trump having intervened into the affair and called for the ceasefire and enforced ceasefire. While the truth is that, going by the narrative which one is studying in the open domain, nobody had been contacted. They might have contacted Pakistan separately, which was unknown to the stakeholders in India, but there was no ceasefire. And when you do ceasefire, you do it with the affected parties. Nobody spoke to anybody in India. So whatever the case may be, my personal take on the entire issue is that it is a dangerous kind of articulation by a field marshal. I am nobody to actually advise him, but definitely I can, as a citizen of this world, I can comment that he has to exercise a lot of restraint while articulating anything about the nuclear weapons to be used against anything. And let me also give a reminder to Pakistan that they may be toying around with such kind of thought process in the mind with the doctrine they have, first use doctrine. India doesn't require much of time to modify. There is a caveat, there is a clause existing in our policy which actually entitles the Indian government or the leadership to carry out revision of no first use. I personally feel the time has come wherein the doctrine of India must undergo change, regardless of counter-arguments. And there has to be effective deterrence in the statement. You cannot have a passive kind of a statement in your doctrine. Therefore, I would say first use should be considered effectively. You may discount it later, but do consider, think through this option, and then come to a conclusion. Back to you, please.